Hey, you all lovely people. Welcome to my channel. And today in Insightful Studio, I have invited a very close friend, Sakshi Choudhary. As you all keep asking me about international institutes, fashion designing, fashion styling, so I thought inviting a friend who have an hands-on experience. This video will be in two parts. First, we will be discussing about her experience in an international institute where she did her fashion styling. And in part 2, we will discuss about her experience with a celebrity stylist. So let's get started as we're going to understand a lot of insights from her. Today, I think my viewers are going to take a lot of insights from this because जैसे कि मुझे बहुत लोग पूछते हैं कि अब्रॉड स्टडी करना चाहिए या नहीं, क्या कोर्स लेना चाहिए, हाउ इज इट आउटसाइड, स्टाइलिंग इंटर्नशिप्स अवेलेबल है या नहीं. So I think you have that experience and this will give them a lot of insights as well.
Yeah, looking forward for it.
Yes. So let's dive into it. My first question to you is which institute did you apply for and what was the process? As I know you have studied internationally.
Yeah, so I applied for Domus Academy, which is in Milan, the fashion capital.
Mm-hmm.
So the procedure, generally for people, it is that you go through their site and look for the admission process, and then the team over there will contact you, and you have to put down your papers like your application, your portfolio, and if it gets shortlisted, then the process goes further.
Oh,
But the Domus Academy also have few people in India here who takes care of Indian admissions,
okay.
like yeah, they have few people working for them remotely here in India who takes care of Indian students, like like if you're from any design university like NIFT or NID or Pearl XYZ. So
Mm-hmm.
you can get in contact with those people, and then they will help you with all the procedure. So for me it got really easy because I got in contact with him, and he guided me in all the steps, like now put these papers, put this application, this is the scholarship project which you have to do, try for scholarship project. So I was guided well throughout.
Okay.
So
तो
yeah.
यहाँ पे पहले कोई कोर्स किया था कि डायरेक्टली इंटरनेशनल जंप किया?
No, I did my graduation from NIFT,
Okay.
and I did it in fashion and lifestyle accessory designing, and it was a 4-year bachelor's program.
Okay.
After finishing that, I applied for my master's in Milan, in Domus Academy.
तो अगर किसी
Yeah.
को नहीं करना हो यहाँ पे और डायरेक्ट इंटरनेशनल जाना हो तो इज देयर अ पॉसिबिलिटी?
Yes, so I mean, out there, I had a lot of classmates who were from different backgrounds, not compulsorily from design background or fashion background, but who ended up coming there. I mean, you just have to put your application, show your interest, and yeah, I mean, what all they look for. And yeah, I mean, it's not compulsory that you have to be from fashion background or design background to apply in a university out there for fashion program.
ओके. सो हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस देयर? क्या कुछ सीखने मिला? ओवरऑल कैसा रहा वहां पर एक्सपीरियंस?
एक्सपीरियंस अगर मैं एक वर्ड में एक्सप्लेन करूं सो वाज थ्रिलिंग, बिकॉज किसी नई कंट्री में जाना, सब कुछ स्क्रैच से एक्सप्लोर करना, नई लैंग्वेज, नए लोग, नया कल्चर, न्यू पीपल अराउंड यू. सो यस, मतलब इट्स मोर लाइक गेटिंग आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन, अपने कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर आके चीजें एक्सप्लोर करना. And specifically if I talk about university, the study pattern out there, the curriculum, how they have designed it for students, it's very interesting. Because especially, I mean, I know it about Domus Academy. Wahan pe they don't have faculties in house, like they don't have in-house faculties.
ओके.
वो लोग इंडस्ट्री से they used to call people. Like for example, if I have a lecture on makeup, like fashion makeup or studio makeup, so industry mein who's working as a studio makeup, the person used to come for our lectures. So
वाओ.
the yeah, the lectures used to be really interesting because I mean it wasn't like classroom lecture, it was a very practical lecture all throughout. Like we could ask our questions, and because the person was experienced in industry, तो हम मतलब we also were satisfied कि ठीक है, ये किताबी knowledge नहीं है, we are getting the knowledge from someone who's experienced.
करेक्ट.
So yeah,
और
that was a plus.
challenges कैसे रहे वहां पर? Any kind of challenges that you faced?
Challenges, yes, of course. um, Language was one big barrier there. I mean, not in the university obviously, क्योंकि उन्हें पता है कि there are students who's gonna come from all over the world. तो lectures mostly सब English में होते थे. In case कोई अगर कोई lecturer है who is not comfortable speaking in English, तो हमारे यहाँ translators होते थे. I mean, our lectures used to get translated well.
Wow,
So
yeah.
that wasn't a problem. Yeah, that was a plus point, in fact. So but overall, throughout, like in the city, when you are around managing things for yourself, yes, I somehow feel that while picking up your city, you make sure that you look onto the every little details, like when you talk about Italy, the language is a problem there, because for you also to learn Italian in like a month or two, it's not easy. It's not easy to learn a language which is very different from your language or what you have been speaking. Yes.
Okay.
So language is one challenge,
Hmm.
food is one challenge. You should yeah, you should explore a bit in kitchen before moving to some other country. Being a vegetarian, I face a lot of issues there, because options बहुत limited हो जाते हैं, and you cannot eat pasta pizza all day. Like अभी order करके खाने में बहुत interesting लगता है, बहुत मजा आता है, but वही चीज रोज खानी पड़े तो I
हाँ,
mean, after a while you give up on it.
correct.
So yes, that was one thing. And yeah, you have to be careful, like you have to be alert all the time when you are out there and abroad, because like how Italy and Paris, I mean Milan and Paris, all these places are touristy places also. तो स्टूडेंट्स एंड जो स्टूडेंट्स बाहर से रिलोकेट करते हैं, लाइक इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स और कहीं और के बच्चे,
Hmm.
तो all these, like there's a lot of chances of you getting like your phone getting flicked, or your wallet getting flicked while traveling in metro or buses. So you have to be alert for few months at least, till the time you're exploring the city, trying to know the people well.
Right.
Once you're comfortable enough, तब तो ठीक है. I mean, you get sorted. But initially थोड़ी चीजों का ध्यान रखना पड़ता है. तो yeah, that's one thing.
Okay. Uh, I remember you telling me कि वहाँ पे सॉफ्टवेयर्स कुछ अलग तरीके के होते हैं जो शायद यहाँ पर नहीं सिखाते, और अगर सिखाते भी है तो बहुत लिमिटेड होता है. तो उस एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में थोड़ा बता दो.
Yes, I mean, course-wise, university में the experience while working in groups, मतलब मेरी university में all our projects were group projects.
Okay.
Very rarely we used to get individual projects. So their concept behind it was, when 5 brains together work on a project, so the outcome is much better than when one brain works, because then it gets limited.
You're correct.
Yeah, so together in team while working, I realized that doing my graduation from India, we are privileged to be very skilled when it comes on material handling or handwork or machine work, because Indian universities train you well in that, like
Correct.
labs में खुद से काम करना, material handle करना, sourcing पे जाना, सब कुछ. But when it comes on softwares, when it comes on working on softwares, I somehow feel that Indian universities doesn't really focus a lot on it.
Okay.
So, and I would tell this from my personal experience, because my like my graduation period was 14 to 18,
Hmm.
2014 to 18, and that's one thing which I have realized. And I don't know if now it got better, but
Mhm.
back then softwares पे उतना focus नहीं होता था किसी भी faculties का.
Okay.
So Indian, when you go out there, and there everything, I mean, most of the faculties prefer you to work on softwares,
Right.
because it's more clear, more understandable, and easy to work on. So the challenge for me was to learn all the softwares while working on it. I mean, I didn't have time to learn it at first and then you know explore it. So while working, I was learning too. So that was a challenge for me. But luckily, my teammates were really helpful all throughout on all the modules. So they helped me well. And yes, now I know. Now I can say I know softwares.
ओके तो यू मीन सो टेल मी इन अ वेरी सिंपल वे कि यहाँ पर पढ़ने के बाद और वहां पे पढ़ने के बाद क्या क्या फर्क लगा या क्या कैसा रहा एक्सपीरियंस और अब जो लोग सोचते हैं कि अब्रॉड पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है या बिल्कुल जरूरी नहीं है क्या थॉट प्रोसेस है इसके आगे
um, I don't think जरूरी है या जरूरी नहीं है वाला क्वेश्चन होना चाहिए. It's all about the exposure you want to experience. I mean, I'm not saying that masters in India is not good, but like when it comes on my field, specifically fashion styling, तो मेरी field के लिए options were very limited in India, and I would say there wasn't much options, not many. So that's why I plan on going abroad and exploring the universities there, because fashion styling is still very limited in India when you talk about it,
ओके
like course wise in universities. So जैसे NIFT में fashion styling is a part of one course. I mean, there's no specific course on fashion styling. Like fashion communication का part होता है fashion styling.
राइट
Fashion styling का separate course नहीं है. And I was very focused on कि मुझे fashion styling ही करना है. So that's why I decided on to going abroad and doing my course. एक्सपीरियंस वाइज यस, जो 4 साल मैंने यहाँ पढ़ाई की थी वो बहुत अलग थी जो मैंने 1 साल वहाँ किया उससे. मतलब आई वुड से स्टडी पैटर्न वहाँ का ज्यादा बेटर है, क्योंकि आई मीन आई ऑनेस्टली कैन नॉट कंपेयर नाउ, क्योंकि मुझे इंडिया में जो हैंड स्किल्स मिले वो शायद वहाँ कभी नहीं मिलते.
ट्रू
But like how I mentioned that there we used to have guest faculties who were from the industry. Here in India, you have like you have faculties who will just guide you for your college assignments and nothing in practical life. I mean, you don't really get prepared for the industry.
राइट
Industry is very different from college experience here in India. So that was a plus point for me.
राइट
And yeah, you learn different things, like you see different perspectives out there, like इंडिया में हर चीज बहुत लिमिटेड है. जैसे मैं सोचती हूँ शायद मेरे साइड के 3 लोग भी वैसे ही सोचते होंगे. मेरी क्लास में शायद हम 5 लोग होंगे जो एक जैसा सोचते हैं. वहां पे मेरी क्लास में हम 2 लोग भी नहीं थे जो एक जैसा सोचते थे, बिकॉज द like there were people from all over the world.
राइट
So everyone had a different outlook towards different things, so that was a plus point.
तो टेल मी अभी कोर्स तो कर लिया वहां पे जॉब सीन्स क्या है जॉब्स इजीली अवेलेबल है नहीं है
Okay, yeah. um यूनिवर्सिटी के थ्रू देखा जाए तो there is this one compulsory internship which you have to do in the last final 2 months, for the final 2 months. And university helps you for to get those internships. You have to give them your resume, your portfolio and all that, and they look for the internships. Job, it's all on you. Like if your company really liked your work, if uh, the company offers you something after your internship period, that's all on you.
राइट
Specifically talking about Italy, it's difficult for outsider to get a job in Italy because language, one big thing. Second, I mean, Italians are very I don't know how should I put it, but they don't want outsiders much. They want their community to grow. They don't want to give outsiders much opportunities.
Actually,
So
on this
that's a thing
point,
which,
I have other friends who have been there, and they also say the same thing. Not specifically fashion industry, but other industries also. That they
yeah.
prefer their own people, and they don't prefer people from outside countries.
Yes, so that's one thing which I thought that is a problem. But still, there are people who manage to get jobs who intern for a longer period, not for just 2 months, but for a longer period.
Mm-hmm.
as a, or maybe worked as a part-time job there.
Mm-hmm.
But um, yeah, I mean, if I compare UK and Italy, like London and Milan, I would suggest it's easier to get a job in London than in Milan because language is not a barrier. Yes.
Right, right. Okay. So you planned to come back after you did your course. And so tell me, after you finished your course, what did you plan ahead?
So I always, like, when I started my career in design and fashion, there was this one thought in my mind that, someday I want to build something of my own. I mean, I want to start a label of my own or a consultancy of my own. Obviously, when I started from the very first year of NIFT, I wasn't very clear. But till the final year of masters, I had an idea that what I want to do and where I want to take it forward, in which direction I want to take it forward. तो मेरा मेजर रीजन यही था क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री बहुत अलग है फैशन अगर आप फैशन इंडस्ट्री इंडिया की देखो और फैशन इंडस्ट्री मिलान की देखो तो बहुत बहुत वास्ट डिफरेंस है तो मैं वहां रह के जॉब करती एक्सपीरियंस लेती वो एक्सपीरियंस वुडंट हैव हेल्प मी मच इन इंडिया
Correct.
बिकॉज yeah, I mean, the fashion sense is very different, the clientele is very different. So mera major reason yahi tha ki that's the only reason I came. I loved my life there, I loved everything about staying in Italy and Milan. But career wise, if I mean, अगर मैं सोचती तो मुझे लगा कि इंडिया में आके एक्सपीरियंस लेके कुछ अपना शुरू करना is much better for me.
Okay.
So that's
And
the reason I came.
I think you started working or interning with a stylist here, right?
Yes, so after I finished my masters, I came back.
Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you have any more questions related to International Institute, do mention it in the comments and I assure you we will address it. Other than that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and stay tuned for part 2 where she will explain about her experience with a celebrity stylist. So, see you there.